So are you new to sewing and trying to figure out how to thread your machine? Today we are going to go over how to properly thread a sewing machine. So if you've never done one of these before, I'm going to walk you through the process. My machine is a Brother SE600, which basically means it does both sewing and embroidery. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is get your thread. So the advantage you have in this machine I have is a computerized machine. One of the advantages of having a computerized machine is that it does and walks you through a lot of what you need to do. This one comes with a lot of pictures. It tells you what to do when you're both trying to thread your bobbin, like you can see there, or when you're trying to thread a sewing machine. So first things first, you have to get your thread. This is my thread. I don't know if you're under or over, but I typically like to do my thread under. So it comes from the bottom, as in it comes from the bottom and as opposed to the top. So this is what we're going to do. Take this out. And when you get your machine, you might get multiple sizes of this. The reason for that is because these are supposed to be relatively close to the width of your thread. So when you get it, you don't want to use one that's too big because it might mess with the tension. So you want to use one that's fairly close to the size of the width of the top of your thread. So now I'm going to use this. I don't have it all the way tight. I leave a little bit of wiggle room there just to let it to move slightly, very slightly. It doesn't have to be too tight. And then I'm just going to pull a little bit of the thread. The first thing is it has a hook right here, which if you just slide it, it goes right in. This is a very quick threading process. Next, it really tells you the next thing you do is to take it over this hook. So it goes right like so. And then you're going to bring it down the tension area. So just look in here. You're going to thread it right through. And if you look closely, right in here, you're going to see that it has a little bit of another groove here. So you're just going to keep your thread as close to the edge as possible. And then just loop it through. There's a little bit of a hook right there. I'm going to put that a little closer so you can see it. So if you look right in there, there's that metal hook right there, as you can see. And then you're just going to pull it right back here. Now, because this is a very smooth process, I try to make sure that I'm holding onto the thread at the top here just so it doesn't keep moving. And then once that's done, you want to put it through the number 6 here. And then next you put it through this little groove here and the number 7. So we'll go ahead and do that. I typically would hold my thread with one hand and then just slide it through there, pull it out. Again, the next groove is right here underneath, and then pull it through the number 7. I have a cutter on the side of my machine. So here's the cutter, and the threader is right there at the top, just to give you a little bit of a view of what it looks like right there. So the very last thing you're going to do, remember again, your thread is through this area, and you're just going to pull this threader down, and the machine will do the rest. It creates this loop right here, so you're going to take your finger and pull that loop through. And that's it. You have just threaded your machine.